Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tala's cosplay vlog. I'm Tala, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about kind of what to expect when you go into a fabric shop and kind of what you need for your first costume if you're going to be making it. Sadly, this video is mainly for people that are going to be making their costumes and not going to thrift stores and alterations to their regular, already made fabrics. I'm the camera right now, so it's going to be super shaky, and I hope I don't make anyone nauseous, but that's how it's going to be for a while. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so first things first, after you find out what character you're going to be, if you are still unsure, try checking out my choosing a character video. It has a lot of helpful tips for those of you who've never cosplayed before and are not sure how to choose a character in general. And yeah, so check out that before you watch this video. But once you've found your character, come with me. So once you find your character, you should get a lot of reference pictures. If you're making your own character, you can just sketch out all your reference pictures. But yeah, you should have a full front view of the character as much as possible. Behind, back view, and here's my side view of him. And then if he has any sort of crazy accessories like belts, daggers, his mask, there it is, mask, you should always get that. This is one of my smaller sections because I couldn't get a lot of videos of him and his dagger. There's his dagger here. But yeah. So get a lot of reference pictures. These will save your life. After getting all those and printing them off, you're going to go to your fabric store and the magic starts happening. Silly. You're going to find a pattern. A pattern is your guideline on making an outfit. This one I had for Princess Mononoke, and it's the green one right there. And yeah, I didn't really have to do a lot of alterations on it for my first time, which was nice. Yeah, but just to show you if you've never seen a pattern before, it comes with, like, on the back it should say, like, your measurements, what sizes it should be, for what dress, and up here at the top of it, it has information of what fabrics are best to use with this outfit to get the best result. And below that here is just kind of what you need, like a 22-inch zipper, hook and eye, and etc. Just kind of things you will need to close up the dress. But yeah, pretty simple stuff for the first costume that I made because it was a dress, and dresses are pretty simple if you're not going crazy. For my Harlequin, I had some issues. This was the costume I had for him, and it's a guy costume and I had to do a lot of alterations and it sucked. So I scrapped this, found an old pattern of my grandmother's, and made the vest. Still doesn't have the collar or the sleeves, as you can see, but I think it turned out pretty good. We have the 4 stripes in the back, and as you can see in the reference pictures, where is it? There it is. 4 stripes in the back. So yeah. You see, reference pictures are very important. They keep you on track. But yes, back to patterning. So I had this, altered it, and for the pants I'm doing these poofy shorts that you see on her, and just giving them an extra pant after the cuff there. You really have to be creative if your costume is not exactly a pattern you can find. Look around and just try to find the closest matches to your outfit as possible. Even if they're not in the costuming section of the books, try looking at, you know, if it's a skirt, look at the skirts and try to find the closest cut to your outfit. It can be a little frustrating, I guess, about it. Phone! One sec. A picture of my first costume when I'm wearing it. I didn't know how to pose and didn't go the extra mile in the first one because I was nervous, but yeah, if you can, please you guys, if someone asks for a picture, put your bags away and pose for the people. They love your costume, you better show it off right? After you find your wonderful pattern, you are going to go and find your fabric. Just a helpful hint here for fabric shopping. Try to get a little swatch of the fabric you're thinking of using and take it out into the sunlight, because the lights in the shop could skew the actual color of the fabric. And you're going to take your reference pictures with you because you need them, and you're going to try to match up the fabric as much as possible. Like, this picture's in the daytime, in the light, so I used this one mostly to find the fabric I wanted. And I think I did a pretty good job for finding a match. And yeah, so you find your match and get as much fabric as the thing tells you to. If you are going to make it longer than this or more elaborate than the pattern says, get more. More is better, because in case you run out of your fabric and then they don't have it in stock anymore, it's kind of a pain to use a slightly different shade of blue or whatever. But yeah, other things you will probably need for making your own costume is a sewing machine. I use Husqvarna, and I've had it for a long time, and it's wonderful. I'm sure other sewing machines are just as good. I have no real, like, you have to use Husqvarna because it's the greatest. I don't know, I've never really used any other sewing machine before, so I have no say in what brand you should get. I'm sure everything does its job correctly. And after that, if you're a beginner, I suggest trying to find a family member or a friend just to kind of help you out on the irritating things of costuming. Like, if you don't know how to do a certain type of sewing, have any issues, just let me know, and I'll do a video about it, like how to put a pattern on a piece of fabric or whatever. But yeah, just ask and I will do my best to help you guys out. So after you have your fabric, your pattern, your reference pictures, your sewing machine, these are a few things that you will need to have, such as I did not find my proper scissors, so I just kind of got these from the kitchen. You will need proper scissors. You can get them at any fabric store or any fabric area at like Walmart or whatever. If you're working with two different types of material like leather or fun fur and then regular cotton, try to get two scissors, because the fun fur will wreck your scissors after a while, so will the leather you're using. It will dull it, while the cotton won't dull your scissors as fast. So it's better to get like scissors for different material. But yeah, you will need a measuring tape. You can get the long one here, or the little, retractable one. They're all both really handy. Probably need a seam ripper because everyone makes their mistakes. You will need thread. Thread. Try to find the closest match. Like, bring this to your fabric, like so, and try to find the closest match to the fabric. If you can't find a match to the color of the fabric, try to find a darker thread, because darker threads won't show up as much in your costume. It's like, have you seen those punk pants that have like neon, like those lines of sewing? Yeah, it's like that. So go for a darker color if you don't want your lines to be seen. You will probably need zippers, which I don't have at the moment. When I was beginning to costume, the thing that saved my life most was hot glue gun and glue sticks. That is what I used instead of sewing. They turned out okay, but sewing is a better form of making costumes than gluing it together. So yeah. Okay, now that you have all your fabric and all your necessities to make your costume, you just think of a few more things. Like, life moves more than anime and gaming. The fabric will move more in general. So, yeah. Just try to think about this if you're wearing a skirt. Here, hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to sketch something out for you. Okay, say you have a dress. Very fast, very bad dress. Okay, so there's your dress. And then you have this underskirt, and it has dangly bits on it. Look at those dangly bits. Try to get these dangly bits further around the underskirt instead of just leaving them right there. Because if they were just right there, they would, like, the overskirt would move and show off that you did not make these dangly bits go all the way. You don't have to put them all the way, but just for far enough that when you walk or whatever, it won't show that you were lazy. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. Lazy. This a lot in my other videos, but I still abide by it, is bring a repair kit for your first costume. If you're super confident about it and you've done tests to it to make sure it's not gonna break on you or whatever, go for it. I'm just saying, for me, I feel much more comfortable when costuming to have a slight repair kit if there's any like snags or something happens. Just me. So yeah, I hope this was informative, and I hope you guys talk to me, like leave a message below if you have any questions about any sort of worries you might have. So yeah, hopefully you guys all have a wonderful convention time and wonderful costuming experience, and I'll see you later. Bye guys!